Hey there. Sorry for being a little late, as usually. I blame it on cameras and all that stuff. I had little problems connecting things. But here we are. And today I want to talk about uh, identities you need to shed if you want to be happy in relationships. So, I see so many people that hope that one day they're going to get into a relationship that will make them happy. But if you don't deal with internal struggles, with these limiting beliefs and with these negative identities that you carry for decades since you were a little child, then you will not be happy. First, it's going to be very hard for you to find love. You will be meeting unavailable people. You will feel confused, when you're out there on the dating scene, when you're meeting people. This all kind of creates confusion because you come from this empowered space with these identities. And it's going to be hard. Even if you find a relationship, you may not be happy in it because you still have these negative beliefs about yourself. So let me know if any of you feels like this, if you feel confused, if you feel that it's hard to find emotionally available people and so on. And I want to welcome you, whether you are watching this live right now, or if you are watching this on replay. I want to thank you and welcome you to my broadcast. But before I start talking about this, I want to introduce myself. I'm Dalila Jusik-LaBerge, and I help strong, independent women in relationships. I help them find love and a partner that is equally excited to commit in a relationship. I help them create relationships in which they will actually be happy, utilizing my soulful, effortless love attraction framework so that they can feel safe to love freely and fully. So, as I said, I want to talk about these identities that you need to shed if you want to find a happy relationship and if you want to feel happy in love in general. Uh, the reason why you are not happy in a relationship because of these identities, because you adopted them, but you ultimately feel resentful and you know that they're not right. And it's just natural that you feel resentful, but you operate under these principles still. And we all deep down hope that our partner or one of these people will uh, figure that out and kind of prove us wrong that something is wrong with us, prove us wrong that we are needy, that we are clingy, that we are unlovable. So before uh, letting you know that, I want to tell you that I kind of relate to all of these that I'm talking about, and these are some of them. But there are so many, and there are different flavors of these identities. So the first one is that I'm needy. I see so many people, especially those who struggle with anxious attachment style, adopting that identity. Even if they learn about anxious attachment style, they kind of adopt that, oh, I'm needy. And I want you to know that you're not actually needy. I want to remind you how much uh, how many amazing things you've done in your life already that shows that you're not needy. You're capable. You can take care of yourself. You've been single for so much time, but this feeling of neediness is actually real. I'm not gonna lie to you because I know how it feels, and I know that so many of my clients feel similarly. So this feeling comes from attachment trauma. So you have no idea what hit you, but then all these feelings come, and it feels really terrible when your partner doesn't call you back or something like this. So uh, I also want you to know that once you gain a sense that your needs are met, and that there is a person that actually cares to hear you, to understand you, uh, you will not feel needy anymore. So this is not your identity. You are not needy. You just feel sometimes like this because your attachment trauma comes, you know, to when you are triggered by something. So how can you reframe this? How can you reframe this, and how can you show up differently? What can you tell yourself and adopt new identity? You can tell yourself, I'm somebody who loves a deep and soulful connection. So this is, if you kind of put it this way, this is more strength value, strength approach. And in this way, you can actually attract somebody who wouldn't appreciate somebody who wants a deep, loving connection. So next one is, it's very similar actually to needy, but next one is, oh, I'm clingy. And I hear this when I read descriptions of anxious attachment style, and it kind of, I don't like it because that clingy comes in play when you are with people who are avoidantly attached, with emotionally unavailable people. And to them, you usually attract people with anxious attachment style, attract people with avoidant attachment style, and you usually come across clingy to them because they're avoidant. To them, it triggers their attachment trauma. uh, so remember, you're not clingy. For some people, that level of connection and togetherness is just perfect. And believe me, once you find a partner who realizes that, and who can, see exactly how you feel and what your needs are, then you will feel much better about yourself, and you will feel more need to be by yourself. But this is so kind of strong for you. It feels really painful because this is something that other people labeled you as. So you're not clingy. And what is the refrain for that? You just like being together. You like doing things together. You like, who doesn't like taking a road trip with their partner, listening to music and stuff? So there's nothing wrong about wanting togetherness. And once you accept that, once you reframe this, you can come from that strong perspective and attract a partner that will feel okay with that, that will enjoy the same. And the third one is, I'm hard to love. I hear this from so many clients and people in general. People who went through a lot of trauma often identify with this. And this is again because of so many difficulties that you went through. So somehow you wind up feeling that you're either too much or that you're not enough. Somehow you're inadequate. And again, I want to remind you that somebody made you feel this way very, very early on. And you kind of carry that for them. You had to make this decision that you need to feel this way so you can tiptoe around that grown up person in your life, so that they will give you that love, hopefully, that you need, so that you can stay in that relationship, that you can maintain that relationship. So you are not hard to love. You have different boundaries, different needs. And the way I would reframe it, it's just like I would say, matter of fact, hey, I'm particular about certain things, and I'm easygoing about other things. I can care less about certain things. So basically, I have high standards. And when you go back to those other ones, like you have a loving heart and you like togetherness, you may have boundaries that are, and that are much stronger. In other words, you have higher standards, and you need those boundaries to be respected. So it's just natural that you feel this way after hurt, after childhood trauma or attachment trauma, and so on. So there you have it. I hope that you can be developing new identities from this. Awareness is the first step, and from just to remind you, you can say to yourself, I have big heart, I'm faithful, I'm loving, I'm dedicated, I have high standards. So these are all more empowering, positive identities that you can develop and market yourself, for the lack of better word. Don't put yourself down, because the world out there is already ready to do that. Let me, for all those people who joining me later, let me introduce myself again. I'm Dalila Jusikla Burge. I help strong, independent women find partner who is equally excited to commit, uh, without confusion, guessing, and overthinking, and those mind games. And I help you create relationships that will actually make you happy, so you can love fully without fear. Uh, so, in summary, I talked about these identities uh, that you need to shed if you want to find love and create a happy relationship. Uh, I talked about feeling clingy, hard to love, and feeling needy. And I dispelled for you how it's actually not true. None of this is true identity. And once you kind of grow more into your new identity, you will feel already stronger and less confused. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, uh, that I want to tell you, but there's not so much time. What I want to do is actually invite you to my course, 6 step to soulful love and relationship that will actually make you happy. That's on Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you can't participate at that time, I will send you a replay, but you need to register. And if you stay till the end, I have special surprises, and I want you to stay. And this is all in name of my new membership that I'm starting. I want to invite you. I'll talk about membership, but I'll also talk about the 6 transformations you need if you want to create a loving relationship, as well as I will talk about my biggest aha moments in my journey to finding love. That was something very important to me. I will also talk about a secret that most people don't understand about men, especially those of us who struggled in relationship. I don't struggle anymore, but I used to struggle in relationships. And what else? Few other things that I can't remember now, but join me. I will put the link in comments. And if you know any friends that can benefit from this, please invite them. I base this on my lifelong learning in my personal life, as well as on my professional training in clinical psychology, as well as in advanced training in attachment theory. So let me know if you have any questions. I will answer them whenever, later. And I'll see you later. I hope I see you on Thursday. Thank you so much.